The ego does not show up saying, "Hi, I'm your ego, and I'm going to sabotage you today." It manifests subtly, disguised as logic, caution, realism, or even virtue. One of its most common expressions is constant comparison. When the ego dominates, your mind becomes busy measuring your worth against others. Who has more? Who got there first? Who achieved what you haven't yet? Comparison may seem natural, but it is actually a tool of the ego to keep you in a state of lack. While comparing, the ego convinces you that you are still not enough, that you must prove something, achieve something, obtain something, to deserve a peace you could already experience. Another expression of the ego is the need for control. The ego hates uncertainty because it sees it as a threat. It tries to predict, anticipate, excessively plan, and guarantee that everything goes its way. It convinces you that if you don't control every detail, everything will go wrong. However, the more you try to control, the more anxiety you create, because life is always uncertain, and the ego cannot accept that without panic. This excess control robs you of your ability to flow, trust, and adapt. It is one of the most exhausting mechanisms of the mind. The need for recognition is also a powerful tool of the ego. It wants to be seen, admired, approved of. It pushes you to overexert yourself to impress, to modify your authenticity in order to fit in, to suppress your true desires out of fear of judgment. The ego persuades you with internal messages like, if you don't do it perfectly, it's not worth it. If you make a mistake, you'll look bad. If they don't admire you, you're worthless. This hunt for external validation becomes an invisible prison. The ego also expresses itself through disguised fear. Fear of failing, losing, being hurt, not being enough, not having control. But it rarely appears as fear. It hides behind excessive caution, pessimism, internal criticism, rigidity, or the feeling that it's not the right time yet. The ego is an expert at blocking decisions that would help you grow, because growth requires stepping out of its zone of safety. Another manipulative tactic of the ego is adopting rigid identities.